Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kisha. I blog every day at kjaggers.com. The link is below. So today I am back with this plated box. Plated.com is a company that offers meals that are shipped right to your home. They offer exotic menus with exotic recipes and ingredients, and I really wanted to try them out. So I found Plated.com on Facebook actually, and they had a big discount. I decided I would test it out. So this video is going to be like 2 parts, maybe 3. Hopefully I'll get it all in one video, so just keep watching. But we're going to open it today, and then later during the week or this weekend, I'm going to make the meal, show you, the step-by-step way I do that, and then do a review on the meals themselves. Now, I think, just the concept of this is wonderful if you're maybe a newly married family and don't really have children. I don't really think most of the recipes that I have saw on Plated.com are really kid-friendly, even though I'm super excited to try them. I have a very picky eater, and most of the things I saw I don't think he will try, but I do think this is a great alternative to somebody who maybe works a lot but doesn't have a ton of time to grocery shop, and it's very reasonably priced. I'll link all that information below, but let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to do is show you everything in the box, and then we will definitely, store it till this weekend and go ahead and make the food and try the dishes. I'm so excited. And anytime it's a, like a food video or a food box coming in the mail, I'm super happy. I love eating, I love cooking, I love being in the kitchen most of the time, but I think for people who are super busy, this might be a really good answer for some really nice, unique meals. So let's get into the box. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it open and see how they packaged it. I think how companies package their products says a lot. So I'm super excited to see how they package this all together. And as you can see, you're going to check it out with me. So this is how it comes. And the 2 recipes I picked was the quinoa salad with seared salmon and avocado. And then I also picked out the steak prepared with spinach potato gratin, and these have the full recipes on the back with pictures showing how to make them. So I think for a beginner cook, this is really, really nice. So here we have some dried ice, and let's see, these are the fruits and vegetables. Look at that. See the other package? There's the avocado, herbs. Let's get it out. So we got the cilantro and scallions. And this is for the quinoa salmon and avocado salad. I love the stickers showing, what each is for. So you got a cold avocado. You even got a bottle of the white apple cider vinegar. Sorry if I'm not in frame. There's the avocado. You got a shallot, some lemons, some limes, some tomatoes. This is exciting. Here is the steak dinner recipe, and you have the spinach and the potatoes, all really cold too. And then you have the fresh thyme, and let's see, let's go deeper, because see, we can go deeper. Off the next layer, these are dry ice, and I will put these in my deep freeze and use them when we're going out and about. Here are the 2 beautiful salmon fillets and seed to table, and all these are like local fresh ingredients. And here is the hanger steak that is going to be for the steak dinner, and it's organic, I believe. I believe all these are organic. I'm not 1000% sure. I'll put that in the blog post. And some heavy cream. See how they package it up? I think that is it. So, you see that it comes in like a cooler. See the box and the cooler? Like an insulated cooler. I love that. I will probably keep this. And these will definitely go in my deep freeze for future use. It is reusable. It says right here. And these are great. So, that's what keeps your food cold. And if you're not home and can't get to the box immediately, your food is not going to go bad. Okay, so I got everything out of the box. Clearly, it is really nice. It's like a cooler inside of a box. Again, this Nordic Ice freeze and use as a long-lasting ice pack I'm keeping forever. And the stuff that came in. So, as I said, each recipe that you order from Plated.com comes with a recipe card. And it tells you in the beginning, well, it tells you even on the website, this is what I meant in the beginning, what you need at home. So for the steak and spinach potato gratin, you need a medium pot, a medium baking dish, a large pan, and a half a tablespoon of vegetable oil and salt and pepper. How easy is that? And then all of those ingredients and directions are on the back of the card. It shows you on the front how the plate should look, and each of the recipes are labeled with the appropriate food. So for the quinoa salmon and avocado salad, you see everything, the vegetables in a bag, and it's labeled, which I love. So there's no confusion on what is for what, especially when you order two different meals. And you know, I'm super excited about this. I think for a lot of families, well, you know, or even single people, this could be an answer. Because for what I saw, for $48 a week, you get 4 plates. And I think that's a really, really good meal. And I like that, oh, and they even included some white wine right there with the steak with spinach and potato gratin. The quinoa salad with seared salmon did come with fresh salmon. It looks really delicious, and you can see it's got the skin on the back. So I'm super excited to try these. The next part of this video that you're going to see next is me getting dinner made. And I don't know if I'm going to have them both at the same time or both on the same day. I still kind of think the quinoa salad with seared salmon and avocado would match great with the steak and the spinach potato gratin. So maybe I'll make them together. I'm not sure. But in the meantime, I am going to put these in the refrigerator. You could definitely put like the meat in the freezer if you were scared you might not get to it in time. But the idea behind these meals is that you have them for the week. So, you know, putting them into the freezer might not be such a good idea, especially if you sign up for the monthly subscription or the weekly subscription where you get a new box every week. These are going to last in the refrigerator for a couple days, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. If you are somebody who tends not to eat every night, definitely you could freeze this, but you have to keep in mind that your vegetables and maybe your salad ingredients and even your herbs, like this beautiful fresh thyme, will go bad. So, you know, when you get boxes with fresh food in them, it's best to always use them in a very timely manner. So keep that in mind if you're going to order from a place like this where they send you fresh food. You don't really want to let it go to waste, because if I just shove this in my refrigerator, forget about it, it's going to go bad. The money's going to go out the window, and it's just pointless. So make sure that you know, package your food right to put in the refrigerator. If you really are scared you're not going to use it, definitely put that up, and make sure you don't lose your recipe cards, because they're going to explain how to make the recipe in full. Again, this is not a sponsored video. You guys don't know how many videos and requests I turned down that I don't want to try. This is something I paid for myself because I really wanted to try it. And even if it is sponsored, it doesn't matter. If it's not a product I enjoy or like, I'm going to be honest about it. So that doesn't really even matter. But I still want you guys to know that, you know, I did pay for this, and I wanted this. I wanted to try it. I wanted to see how well the food tastes, and I still can't give you that verdict yet. But just keep watching, and I promise we'll go right through it all. So tonight in our kitchen, we are trying one of our plated meals. This is the one we're trying. It's steak, basically with a cream sauce, served with a potato and spinach gratin. And over here on the side, this is the card that came with it for this particular meal. It has a glossary of basically what you're making. This is a French steak dish with a creamy sauce made from cracked whole peppercorns and heavy cream. And there's a cooking tip, and then it gives you some more information about reading the recipe in full before you start, which is what we all should do. Sometimes if it's a very complicated recipe, I would reread it, and write notes. So I used to read cookbooks just like regular books, and I'm super excited to try this tonight. So the first thing it says is to blanch the potatoes, but before we do that, let me show you what came for this meal. So here is everything, and we got the baby spinach. You can see it's labeled up. We got the Gruyere cheese, the grated pepperino cheese. We got the green peppercorns. We also got some fresh garlic, some honey Dijon mustard, our potatoes. These are Yukon Gold. We got our white wine, and we have our heavy cream, and of course, just like I showed you, we have our fresh thyme. So it's wonderful that everything you need is right here. They send everything, and I think this is such a great thing for a new cook, or maybe just a family of two that you don't need to go shopping all the time. Maybe you're housebound, who knows? Or maybe you just want to try some new interesting flavor combinations. This is great. So I'm going to get started. The first thing, like I said, it said to do was blanch the potatoes. It says preheat the oven to 400 degrees, rinse the potatoes, and slice as thinly as possible. Place in a medium pot, cover with cold water, add generous pinch of salt, bring to a boil over high heat, blanch until tender, and a knife slid through meats with just a little resistance, 7 to 9 minutes. One thing I will say, all the ingredients are listed here, and then this shows you what you need at home. So it says we need 1 medium pot, check. We need 1 medium baking dish, check. And we need 1 large pan, check. And of course I have salt, pepper, and vegetable oil. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to do exactly what it said, and I'm going to rinse these potatoes off and slice them up super thin. So that was super simple. I sliced them thin. You could use mandolin if you wish, but I didn't. And there's just enough for me and my husband for sure. So I'm going to get these in the pot and add a generous pinch of salt as instructed. Bring them to a boil for about 7 to 9 minutes. So the next part of the recipe says, while the potatoes blanch, pick the thyme leaves, discarding of the stems, and mince the garlic, and then rinse the spinach. So I got the thyme off the stems. I kind of ran my knife through it. I did the same with the garlic that they supplied. Now I'm going to go ahead and rinse the spinach like they suggested. So the potatoes are drained. I seasoned them with salt and pepper, and now we're going to assemble it. So it says take about 1/3 of the potatoes, put them down first. I'm going to continue that, and then we will come up with the spinach. But I'm going to use like a spatula because it's really hot. Okay, so the potatoes are in. We're going to add some of the spinach. It says add the half of the cheese. I think I can add just a little more spinach. There we go. And then half of this packet of cheese. There we go. Half of the Gruyere cheese. I'm going to mix it around. Half of the garlic. And half of the thyme. I'll do it again with another layer of potato. And then we'll add more of the spinach, the garlic, and the thyme. And finish it off with the remaining potatoes. So on they go. And then we pour a half a cup of the heavy cream right over it. And so half of the heavy cream right over it. I'm just kind of guesstimating. So I added the remaining cheeses to the top. This is going in a 400-degree oven for around 17 minutes while I get the steak ready. So for the hanger steak, it says next to rinse it, pat it dry, and season it on both sides with salt. So that's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to heat about a half a tablespoon of vegetable oil in a large pan, which is the cast iron. And when the oil is almost smoking, we're going to add the steak and cook it till it's medium rare, which is about 4 to 5 minutes. So that's what I'm going to get started on. I'm going to get it out, rinse it off, season it up. So that oil is smoking. We're going to add our steak. Get the other one in. And we're going to cook it till it's medium rare and get some good coloring on it. So as I have pointed out, it does very much give you directions step by step with illustrations showing you how to make it all the way through. So again, this is great for beginner cooks. I just flipped them over and they are finishing cooking. So I'll take them out, let them rest, and then make the sauce. So in this very hot pan, we're going to add the green peppercorns for about 30 seconds. Stir them around. I'm trying to get absorbed in all those juices from the steak. I'm just following the directions. Next, we're going to add the white wine. Reduce it for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now we're going to pour in the remainder of the heavy cream and the Dijon mustard. Give it a quick stir. Get all the drippings from the pan. So now I'm going to slice up our steaks. So there we go. It looks delicious. I'm going to get it plated up just like it says right here. The potato and spinach gratin is straight out of the oven. I'm ready to plate it up and eat. So here are the plates of food from plated.com. Now you can see the steak with the sauce over the top and the spinach and potato gratin. Now you can look at the picture. There it is. And here's how mine looks. So pretty close. Now here's the telling part. Let's taste it. So I'm going to get some of that steak and that sauce. It's got really good flavors. This is going to be a hit. I can tell you already. My husband's going to love it. I like it so far. Stay tuned for the next recipe, which is a quinoa salmon salad with avocado. We'll be making that tomorrow, and that will roll right on in. So just keep watching. I'll show you how I make that following the plated.com directions. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I think the ingredients are amazing. I forgot to mention that the ingredients came like 3 or 4 days ago. They've been in the refrigerator waiting on me to cook them. Everything still came out fresh and delicious. It's time to eat. And if you want to see the next recipe from plated.com, just keep watching. So tonight we are making the quinoa salad and seared salmon and avocado. And it is the second plated meal that I picked out. It still has the glossary, the cooking tips, and it's going to be delicious, we hope. On the back, again, is the different instructions and pictures to show you exactly how to do it. So let's get started. So in the package came and I should say that this package is, was in the refrigerator for almost like 4 or 5 days because we had the steak and then some other meals. Tonight, it's a quick weeknight dinner, and we thought it would be perfect. So it came, that bag had grape tomatoes. It has a bag of quinoa. You can see it's labeled. 2 limes, a shallot, a avocado, the salmon, and there's 2 salmon fillets, and the cilantro and scallions. It also tells you over here what you need: a medium pot, olive oil, water, and a large pan. Sorry about the lighting. But it still has all the directions on the back, and the first thing it says to do is to bring the quinoa to a boil in a pot, and then turn it down. So I'm going to follow those directions and get this started. So the salmon is salt and peppered, and I dried it and followed the instructions. Now we're going to sear it in some olive oil on the stove. Skin side up. They're going in the skillet. Beautiful salmon fillets. They really are beautiful. And we are going to cook our salmon. It's going to take about 3 minutes. So once the water absorbed from the quinoa, I put a lid on it like instructed. My salmon is done. And over here I have the vegetables that instructed me to prepare, which is cleaning and having the tomatoes, the same with the scallions, the cilantro, having the limes, and dicing up the onion. And now the next step is to make the quinoa salad. So I'm going to get moving on to that. So I have the quinoa in a dish. I'm juicing 1.5 limes. I'm using my little Spanish juicer because it's amazing on my hands. Now the apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and then I'm going to add my tomato as instructed, and the cilantro, the scallions, all the stuff we just prepared right here, all going in. My family's not huge on quinoa, even though I'm doing some more dishes with quinoa to try to get them to like it. So I really hope my husband likes this. So I put the salad in individual bowls, just divided it up. It's really pretty. And I'm going to flake up the salmon and slice the avocado, and then it's time to eat. Okay, so I have the salmon that I flaked and the avocado, like half an avocado per bowl, and then we're just going to take some lime juice over the avocados, and dinner is done. So here's the final dish, and I've already tasted it. It tastes really good. The quinoa doesn't have much of a taste at all. I think it's like kind of like a healthy filler. The salmon is delicious. The avocado is delicious. I loved that the ingredients held up through the week until I was ready to make it. So we are going to go eat dinner, and I will be back tomorrow when it's a little bit brighter and nicer, when you guys can see me with my final thoughts on this amazing food box. I think Plated.com is pretty amazing. I'll explain why. Just keep watching and we'll roll right into it. Hello everybody. So I wanted to wrap this video up with my thoughts on the Plated box. If you've hung in there with me and watched this video all the way through, thank you so much. Again, this is not sponsored. I am doing this on my own because I wanted to try it. So, you know, a new chef designs the menu each week. You log on, you pick out the menu you want. I think it's regularly around $48 a week for 2 meals, 4 plates, and it really did work out well for just 2 people, you know, 1 meal for 2 people. What I loved was the insulated box because it kept all the ingredients fresh until I was ready to open it, which wasn't very long. It stayed outside a little bit, but not very long. But I am sure that it could be left outside for a very long period of time and not, you know, mess with any other food or the ingredients. So I love that. I actually have it in that pantry, and I plan on using it maybe in a car trip or something. It's totally reusable, as is the dry ice or whatever that is they send, packaged with it. So on with the review. The meals were surprisingly delicious. The steak and potato gratin was amazing, and we really loved the sauce. And now we have basically a new recipe to make a sauce for any steak in the future because of those wonderful recipe cards that you get to keep. And I was nervous about the quinoa salad because my husband hasn't been a huge fan of quinoa, but he loved it and said it was delicious. I liked it a lot too, and we were shocked because that meal came 4 nights, I think, after the first meal. So I was a little nervous of the ingredients. I was scared that maybe I wouldn't use them in time. Everything lasted fine in the refrigerator, and it was delicious. Now, for our family, we have kids, and I don't think it would really work well for us full time. We need a little bit more food than that, and we could order more, of course. You can order however many plates you need, but I love it for young people starting out, young people learning to cook, people who don't have much time to shop. This is perfect. I swear, it was really good. They have vegan meals, and they have steak, and they have chicken meals, and they give you fresh, exotic recipes and ingredients. I saw some purple, I think it was purple cauliflower on one of the recipes. They really do offer a wide variety each week of different meals. So I really think this is a great deal. I don't think my picky son, who is 12, would like it. My daughter for sure would love it. My other kids, they'd probably like it, but the one who lives here full time, not so much. But I loved using it, and if I have a really busy week, and I know maybe that week I'm going to be gone on a holiday for a week, but I want some food as soon as I get home, I can have it delivered the day I come back, and everything's in it. We get meals for a couple nights. It will work for our family. I just don't know if it'll work every week for our family. So I'm just super impressed with it. I thought their packaging was really nice. I thought their food and ingredients were super nice, as you saw for yourself in the video. The fish was amazing. The steak was really good. Steak was my favorite, and it beat my expectations. So don't hesitate to try something like this if that's what would work in your lifestyle. We're all different. Not all of us can, make a big meal in one night. Not all of us are experienced cooks. This requires very little of your own stuff, maybe some water, olive oil, salt, and pepper, but they send 99% of these things you need. You might need a pot or a pan, but that is expected. So I am super thrilled with Plated.com. I really am. They did everything I expected, and the food was better than I expected. So I am super happy with it. Now what I did was get a free box from Plated.com, just pay shipping. If that's still available, I'll put that below. But I'm going to offer one of you guys one of these boxes. Now you'll have to go on and pick your recipes and let me know, your information, or maybe I'll just send you a gift card. We'll figure that out. I'll put it in the details in the blog post that goes with this video. But I will be giving one of these plated boxes away to one of you lucky guys. I'm going to give it 2 weeks, so as many people can enter as possible, and I hope that you get entered, because I think, when I like something, I like to share it, and I like to pass it along. I'm paying for this out of my pocket. It's not sponsored, and I really look forward to hearing what you think about it. So I definitely want an email or something. Let me know what you think after you make the meals. Hop over to my blog at kjaggers.com. You can get entered, and all the details are there. Thank you so much for sticking with me in this long video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Good luck. Get entered, and it's going to end, I think, on November 5th. That's like 2 weeks from now. Or yesterday, I'm not sure. I think it's going to end November 5th. But again, all that information will be in the corresponding blog post. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.